This time on Lifelinks, our three reporters meet singles longing for affection. And so we turn into lovelinks for this episode. That's also this time's hashtag. David meets a guy in Tel Aviv who has moved there because he likes a specific type of woman. Jewish. In Berlin, Carolina meets someone who doesn't really have a type at all. He never had a relationship. Like never. And Gunnar learns about dating difficulties in Taiwan, the Far East nation of singles. Let's talk about love and how to find it. Or not. Use our hashtag to join the conversation.
So you want a girlfriend, but she's got to be hot, brainy, and she's got to have balls. Well, that's what Guy wants. It's one of the reasons he moved to Israel.
Yeah, there we go, there we go. You're in the Middle East, you grow up with conflicts. You grow up with people around you saying that we want to annihilate you. We want to destroy Israel, we want to kill the Jews. I know the world thinks that Israeli women all go to the army and they all have guns and they all shoot. And all my officers were women.
All your officers were women.
When I went to the army, I had 19-year-old little tiny girls screaming at me, fire, don't fire, do this, all that kind of stuff.
Did you like that?
You mean in terms of that?
Yeah, of course.
I mean,
okay.
I'm still a human being. I mean, I'm still a male.
Cheers!
To guys,
love life.
To guys, love life. All right.
One day you'll meet a redhead too.
No.
Guy's looking for a wife who cares about Judaism as much as he does. Once, back in the US where he grew up, he thought he'd met his dream girl. But she was Catholic. Looking back, he says it's better the relationship didn't work out. "6:30 a.m. Time to get a move on." Now, you'd think that moving to Israel, the only majority Jewish country in the world, would make it easier to find a nice Jewish girl, especially if your type is Israelis. But dating kinda sucks no matter where you are. And living like Guy sure as hell doesn't help. So you ready for work?
I mean, it's 9 o'clock already, it's late.
You're not too tired?
Yeah, 4 hours of sleep at night is normal.
You think you're busy? Well, Guy runs 3 nonprofits and a biotech startup. If you're working this much, how much time do you have to actually go out and meet people? Because it seems you've got this pitch tomorrow, you've got a fundraiser coming up for a completely different organization than a third organization. You're looking to hire someone. When are you going to find this girl?
Hence the reason why I am not dating anyone. I haven't dated one for a long time, and why I need a matchmaker to help me is because it's been a big problem.
Can't you just walk up to people and meet them?
No, not really. I mean, you can, but there's a limit, right? So, for instance, like you see, there's a girl over there.
There's a girl over there.
There are a few girls over there, but there's one girl specifically which I noticed. Okay. I think she's beautiful.
But which one?
The one at the corner, all the way at the one that just raised her hand.
Oh, the blonde.
Yeah, the blonde. I think she's really pretty. Okay. I don't want to be like another notch on her belt, which is another guy that she gets to politely reject.
Rejection feels terrible. Everyone knows that. But Stefan's a man who only knows rejection and love in his imagination. He's one of the loneliest people I've ever met, even though he's rarely on his own.
Wunderbar. Nee, der noch nicht. 10 Minuten später.
Stefan is 29, but he's never been in a relationship. I don't understand why, because at first glance he seems like a really nice guy.
Wir wollen uns aber auch nicht lange begleiten bis Braunschweig. Ja. Wir fahren doch noch so weit. Ein kleiner Ausflug nach Braunschweig.
Nein, Ausflug würde ich das nicht nennen.
Arbeit.
Ja.
Ach hey.
Wollen Sie die Karte? Ja.
Genau.
When he's at work, Stefan finds it easy to talk to women. But in his private life, it's a different story.
Normales, witziges Gespräch zu führen, normaler Smalltalk ist überhaupt kein Problem, ganz klar. In dem Job sowieso nicht. Ne? Aber wenn es natürlich in Sachen Liebe dann darum geht, jemanden anzusprechen, funktioniert es einfach nicht.
Was passiert dir dann?
Ich werde schüchtern, mir fällt nichts mehr ein und ich weiß nicht, was ich sagen soll.
Stefan lives in the capital of Germany and also the capital of singledom, Berlin. Being alone and living alone is becoming the new norm. In Germany, 1 in 3 people live alone. But research on singledom is hard to come by. And it's even tougher to find out how many people have never had sex or been in a relationship. In one survey of 20 to 35-year-olds, 4% of women and 6% of men said they're still a virgin. Some estimates point to those numbers being even higher. So a life without love isn't as rare as you might think. And Stefan's one of the very few willing to talk openly about what it's like. If his friends aren't free, he just goes to the cinema on his own. That's something I'd never do.
Hi.
Zu trinken?
Sehr gut. Und noch Süßkram.
There's a term for singles like Stefan. Relationship virgins.
Wenn ich abends nach Hause komme, dann ist da einfach niemand da. Ich kenne das nicht, dass ich abends die Tür aufmache, dass jemand da ist, der ihn vielleicht sogar begrüßt. Ich sitze eben alleine auf dem Sofa und mache es mir bequem.
Was glaubst du, hat das bisher in deinem Leben so schwer gemacht, Liebe zu finden?
Also die Schwierigkeit ist, glaube ich, einfach halt die Angst abgelehnt zu werden und der Mangel an Gelegenheiten.
Was er über dich geschrieben hat.
Na, ich auch nicht.
Wen interessiert?
Ich schon, wenn ich jetzt besser mache.
Lydia's not afraid of rejection, but she's fed up with being single. She's 33 and looking for a man in Taipei. We're here to ask a fortune teller why finding a man hasn't worked out yet. He says 90% of his business comes from single women like Lydia, looking for Mr. Right.
What did you ask him?
I asked him when will I meet my Mr. Right, and when will he show up, and he tell me that in this year I think he said that I will meet a lot of people, but he think I need to like give the people I met more chance, not just judge by the first impression, because he think I'm too emotional that when I first met, then I would just say, oh, okay, I have feeling, or I don't have feeling. I was judged directly.
Decide fast. That's what's needed at speed dating events like this one. Lydia meets a new candidate every 6 minutes.
For me, it's quite strange to like talk to strangers like in very short time, because I'm not used to kind of this kind of activity. Because strange, you just say hello and try to chat a little bit, and then so get a little bit nervous.
There are so many single people in Taiwan that even the government is organizing single parties.
看我样子知道不学无术，不太没办法做太认真的事情。我是 PA， 那你呢？
在资讯业工作，然后公司在这附近，南京东路。
哦，真的哦，那很方便啊。
方便啊。然后我是做也类似有点 PM 的工作，然后。
因为 PM 其实这种东西，你不觉得 PM 每次讲出去，大家都不知道你在做什么吗？啊 ，PM 讲出去，人家其实也不是很清楚到底在做什么。Hello。 开心认识你。
The last 3 women Guy dated all broke it off with him because they said he didn't make enough time for them. He says the right girl will understand he's just busy. I'm wondering if a dating professional might see things differently.
Okay.
When was the last time that you had like a day, a 5-hour block of time on one day? I'm talking about a weekend, not a weekday, where you could turn off all technology and just be focused on that girl.
On a weekend?
Yeah.
I don't remember the last time that I had 5 hours straight.
Things can be a little bit messy. They don't have to be in drawers and in boxes, you know? She can come with you to a friend's birthday party. She can come with you to an event. And if she doesn't...
You think it's okay?
Yes, once, after like a month, I think, and she knows your lifestyle. So this is the gallery. This is Shani, the one that doesn't have time to come to Tel Aviv until the evening. She was a model, but she's a lawyer. I
think she's stunning.
Yeah.
Stunning,
I think.
but she lives out of town. Still, Jessica has 40 other women in her database, and one of them's already on her way.
I'm a little nervous, actually. It's very strange. I'm usually not that nervous.
Oh,
here she is. Hi, Geffen. Nice to meet you. This is Guy.
Shalom, shalom. Hi. מה נשמע?
I was a little nervous for him too. But it turns out Guy's really good at this.
אבל ספציפי לגברים, יש לך איזשהו טיפוס?
אני צריכה אנשים חכמים.
אוקיי. אז אני לא בשבילך.
למה? אתה לא חכם?
אני יודע 2 פלוס 2 זה 4. אבל לא.
זה כבר חשוב.
זה הדבר הכי חשוב, נכון? זה בסדר, נכון? לא, לא. התקדמנו.
Date number 1 seemed pretty successful. But Guy still wants to see who else Jessica has up her sleeve.
Guy, נעים מאוד.
היי. נעים מאוד.
תודה שבאת.
בכיף.
רוצה ללכת אולי לקנות גלילה?
לא, אבל תקנה לך מה שאתה רוצה.
לא, את לא רוצה?
כן.
אוקיי, בואו נראה. אז בואו פשוט נסתובב. מה, את רוצה לשתות משהו?
כן, יאללה.
בסדר גמור. אולי את רוצה סמודי? את רוצה... כן? בסדר גמור.
נראה מה...
את מעדיפה את זה?
לא, אני פשוט טבעונית.
טבעונית, אוקיי, בסדר גמור. ממתי את טבעונית?
שנה.
שנה?
שנה ומשהו.
זה לא ש...
While Guy's showing off his small talk skills, I'm gonna hit the beach to work on my sunburn. Now you should probably know, like Guy, I'm Jewish and American. But for me, finding a Jewish partner obviously isn't a priority, since I chose to move to Germany. It is important, though, to many of the tens of thousands of people who move to Israel each year.
D'entretenir une relation, ça serait possible, mais comme je veux élever des enfants juifs et fonder une famille juive, alors je peux pas.
Would you date a non-Jew?
It will be a lot of trouble in my family, and I have a very good relationship with them, so he will need to be very worth it.
Can I just have, yeah, that's great. Oh my God.
You guys are working hard out here trying to figure out the meaning of love.
Do you think for the Jewish people to survive, we need to be a little bit more open to loving other people?
And to letting people who want to be Jewish because they think Judaism is cool be Jewish.
This is what typical time at home looks like for Stefan. No one around. He's only ever had one small fling. They had sex, but they didn't end up in a relationship.
Hallo,
Hi.
Schön, dass du dir Zeit nimmst.
Ja, gerne. Da gibt's ja auch diese Leute, die
Only one woman replied to his last dating ad, but it wasn't the right fit.
Menschen ohne Beziehungserfahrung.
Ich habe von Frauen kennenlernen so viel Ahnung wie ein Schwein vom Stabhochsprung, tatsächlich. Es gibt Leute, die sind mit 50 immer noch ungeküsst, keine Beziehung, nichts. Das kann passieren, durchaus, ne? Ich meine, ich habe jahrelang genauso gedacht, oh mein Gott, mein Leben ohne Frau, um Himmels Willen, was soll das werden, ne? Mittlerweile weiß ich, habe ich auch gelernt, dass man tatsächlich ein eigenständiges Leben haben muss.
Mhm.
Dann ist die Chance überhaupt erst mal da, wahrscheinlich jemanden kennenzulernen.
Und hier so auf offener Straße jemanden ansprechen? Würdest du nicht?
Wäre ich viel zu ängstlich.
Ja.
Absolut. Also.
Und wenn es aber jetzt so eine ganz tolle ist, noch schlimmer.
Ja, umso toller, umso schlimmer wird's, glaube ich.
Stefan and I are the same age, but we're radically different. I was the one to approach my current boyfriend. That first step is impossible for Stefan.
Hast du dich schon oft verliebt?
Verliebt war ich, glaube ich, tatsächlich oft in meinem Leben. Also gerade als Jugendlicher bin ich schon der Meinung, dass ich relativ oft verliebt war. So wissen die das bis heute nicht. Auch ich habe eine erste große Liebe erfahren, die dann leider Gottes nicht ganz zu meinem Gunsten ausgegangen ist.
Wie war dieser Liebeskummer?
Wie war? Aber furchtbar.
Was überwiegt bei dir, die Angst vom Liebeskummer oder die Lust auf Liebe?
Die Lust, ganz eindeutig. Also wenn es hart auf hart käme, würde ich mir eher noch 5-mal das Herz brechen lassen, als dass es gar nicht mehr passiert. Das ist definitiv, also die Lust. Oder mal was essen, was trinken. Zum Wochenmarkt.
Lydia's single, but she's not alone. Her sister Sharon is 35, 2 years older and still looking for a man. Both sisters had relationships, but not with Mr. Right. Their parents are worried, and they express that in the modest Taiwanese way.
There is a fortune teller says, if you want to bring a good marriage to your unmarried daughter in a family, so you have to plant a peach tree in front of your daughter's room. So my father said, what? It really works? So he go to the flower market and buy me this big peach tree plant and put it in front of my window and hope it works. But after 1 year, I didn't take care of it really good, so the peach trees almost died.
Lydia and Sharon have 2 brothers, both around 30 years old. They are also single, and like nearly every unmarried adult in Taiwan, all 4 still live at home.
By our age, the clock is ticking, so I will give advice to my sisters that if you find a really good man, after maybe half year or 1 year, get settled down. Don't waste any more time.
The biological clock, that's the key to what we're talking about. It seems to make less noise here than anywhere else in the world. Taiwan has one of the lowest birth rates on Earth. The government supports families with kids, but many don't even get there. A third of all women are single. About 60% of single women in Taiwan say they simply haven't found the right guy, while a smaller group, 13%, cite financial reasons for staying single. Scientists say that Taiwanese women are too well educated, too successful. They don't need a man anymore. I see the results in the parks during morning Tai Chi sessions. Taiwan society is getting older and older. And nothing will change as long as love is getting less and less important for young women here.
I'm single, actually.
Okay, then I have a single hug for you. So why are you single?
Because I'm busy for work. Yeah, so I'm not to go into relationships.
Because single is free, you can drink at night, and no boyfriend will angry. They always disturb my timetable and schedule.
With no dates in Stefan's schedule, it's easy to find a slot for an experiment. Flirt coach Manuel Gonzalez is going to try and calm Stefan's fear. Flirting with a random woman is today's challenge.
Niemand hat Bock auf eine Ablehnung, das ist klar. Und meine Frage an der Stelle ist, wie viele Szenarien insgesamt hattest du in deinem Kopf? Hattest du ein Szenario in deinem Kopf? Hattest du 5 Szenarien in deinem Kopf in dem Moment?
Ich weiß es nicht. Ich habe einfach einen großen Gedanken meistens und das ist dann der Nee. Oder Vielleicht sogar, dass sie sich darüber lustig macht oder so, ne? Dass du dann ganz ätzend dastehst.
Im Kopf ist es eine große Sache. Es ist wie eine Art Mauer. Es ist, es ist
eine Art Blockade, sage ich immer.
Genau. Das Wichtigste ist eigentlich ein Bewusstsein zu schaffen jetzt dafür, dass die Dinge gar nicht so schlimm sind, wie sie scheinen. Und dass auch ein Korb zum Beispiel was ganz Natürliches ist und dass es nicht mal was mit ihm zu tun haben muss. Und wenn wir jetzt losziehen und Frauen ansprechen und die Frauen sagen, ich will dich nicht kennenlernen, dann wird es sicherlich kein schönes Gefühl sein. Aber es wird ein tolles Gefühl sein insofern, als dass er realisiert, es hat nichts mit mir zu tun und vor allem habe ich es geschafft, mich zu überwinden.
Klar.
Abgefahren, oder?
Mhm. Krass. Also, ja. Diese Sichtweisen sind mir gänzlich neu.
Shortly before they start, Stefan gets really scared.
Stefan, alles okay bei dir?
Ja, schon. Aber die pure Aufgeregtheit, Nervosität, Angst.
Denkst du auch an die Male, wo du schon Ablehnung erfahren hast?
Klar, sicher.
Die Liebe ist manchmal ganz schön schwer, ne?
Oh ja, aber nutzt ja nichts, wenn man keinen Schritt macht. Weiß man nicht, ob es irgendwann wird. Irgendwann muss man ja mal diesen Schritt machen.
Wollen wir? Ja? Bereit?
Ja.
There are plenty of opportunities to meet people in Taipei. 2.7 million people live here. There are more single men and women here in the capital than in any other Taiwanese city. There's just one couple in Lydia's circle of friends. Everyone else is single. On the first glance, it's strange that they're all single. On the second glance, I wouldn't kiss someone who ate this stinky, disgusting tofu. But that might just be me. Of course, her friends talk about their dates, but it seems to be more stressful than fun for Lydia.
Well, dating is like two strangers try to know each other. So you start with a background introduction. What's your hobby? Like, what do you usually do during weekend or something? You try to know each other. For friends gathering, it's like more fun, which is different.
Does it ever like make you sad, or do you feel down because you're single?
I got my family or my friends a lot, so I didn't really feel sad or without a boyfriend. But I really, we are trying to find someone, not only maybe not married, but boyfriend or something to the partner, as you say. Why they choose
Lydia says it's essential for a boyfriend to like her family and friends. I'd say he better like a good party too. I'm finding it hard to imagine that everyone here is in their mid-30s. I feel taken back to my teenage years.
This sunset over the Mediterranean means the beginning of Shabbat. A bunch of guys' friends are coming over for dinner to celebrate the Jewish Sabbath. It's supposed to be a day of rest, but things here are a little hectic, as usual.
Why are you
Need help?
Nope, just give me 2 minutes.
Around the table are young Jewish people from 4 different continents. But it's not just all their nationalities that make this scene impressive. I'm surrounded by couples, gay and straight, in Tel Aviv, a city where people say finding a partner is next to impossible. There's some basic math involved. The more options you have, the harder it is to commit. Because you never know who's just around the corner.
Amen.
Amen. Toda.
Oh, that one, I knew it.
Just rub it off in the throat of people.
Is finding love really just about being lucky and meeting the right person? Or do we have to change ourselves, our schedules, and our expectations to make love happen?
Like, what do you think are his conditions that are making this harder?
Well, it's really difficult to find like an incredibly like model, beautiful, very smart, talented, like driven woman that like also wants to wait like 5 or 7 years to have kids. You know, like when you put all those things together, it's
and wants to be with you.
Yes, and loves guy.
I've never heard of any real success stories for people who like made like finding a wife or finding a husband like their #1 priority.
You're doing some amateur matchmaking already for Guy.
Always. I mean, like I'm a Jewish woman. Like I just don't know how to not. It comes in your nature. You just do it automatically. If he likes a girl, he immediately like wants to do whatever he can for them, and then he just like puts himself right in the friend zone, and then they like can't think about going on a date with him. So I've tried to coach him out of that.
There's only so much coaching you can do. Now, Guy said he really enjoyed both the dates the matchmaker set him up on, but he just couldn't stop thinking about Shani, that stunning model lawyer he didn't meet. Yet.
How you feeling?
I'm tired after a long day, but this one I'm actually really excited for. Not gonna lie, like this one, saw the profile. It looks like the girl that would be sitting at a cafe that I would want to go talk to, and I wouldn't go talk to. And now I get set up on it, so it's nice to not have to put so much energy into meeting a girl that I think is probably more for me.
סורי, הטיקט, לא, הטיקט, החלפתי בשירותים. הטיקט פשוט נראה עמוס, אבל הדיגום שלי. זה לא שאני שוכלת פה.
מה, מעבודה? גם הקווים או גם הנעליים?
הכל. ברור, אני אבוא עם בגדי עבודה אחרי יום שלם, זה
וואו, זה סימן.
When I checked in with Guy a few weeks ago, he said that both he and Shani had been too busy to meet up again. No big surprise there, I guess. But something must have happened, because Guy says this one date completely changed his approach. Since Shani, he's been going for the girls he used to think were out of his league. And it turns out it's going pretty well. Sometimes things that seem crazy are just crazy enough to work.
Stefan, jetzt geht's raus aus der Komfortzone. Ja. Ich bleib mal hier und gucke euch ein bisschen zu. Okay. Ja, ich drück dir die Daumen.
Lass uns
Manuel,
loslegen.
hol alles aus ihm raus.
Natürlich, das macht er selbst. Okay, wir werden jetzt einfach ganz entspannt. Wir bleiben so ein bisschen in Bewegung und laufen so ein bisschen hin und her. Das sieht auch natürlicher aus. Wenn sie jetzt uns vielleicht vorher schon sieht und wir stehen da so und gucken uns um, das ist komisch.
Hi. Hi, grüß dich.
Ja?
Gehst du jetzt einkaufen hier?
Nein.
Nee, ich frag nur, ich bin jetzt einfach so ein bisschen hier flanieren gewesen und hab dich jetzt einfach gesehen und fand dich recht bezaubernd.
Ich bin etwas zu jung.
Okay.
Senior, erzähl mir was.
Ja, ich habe ein bisschen gestammelt von wegen, ich bin hier flanieren. Hätte sie gesehen, fand sie recht bezaubernd und sie ist so, ich bin glaube ich etwas zu jung.
Was machen wir, wenn wir Gründe finden, das nicht zu tun?
Wir tun's.
Wenn wir es nicht tun, dann haben wir es gemacht.
Hi.
Hi.
Flanierst du hier einfach so ein bisschen?
Was mach ich?
Flanierst du hier einfach ein bisschen
Nein,
rüber?
ich habe eine Mission. Warum?
Oh, Nee, weil wir hier einfach ein bisschen spazieren sind und mir deine Sonnenbrille und dein Mantel wirklich echt gefallen. Und ich mich jetzt wirklich, ich hätte es mir nicht verziehen, wenn ich dich nicht doch mal versucht hätte anzusprechen.
Hast du jetzt einfach mal so...
Ich habe mich jetzt einfach mal ganz krass überwunden. Ich habe das tatsächlich sonst noch nie so gemacht, um ehrlich zu sein. Das ist also mein Herz, ne? In meinen 29 Jahren warst du jetzt tatsächlich die erste Person, bei der ich mich gewagt habe.
Das freut mich sehr.
Wie hat er sich angestellt?
Sehr gut, sehr, sehr gut. Aber ich glaube, das ist auch was, worauf man jetzt nicht unbedingt einen Einfluss hat. Das ist irgendwie was Zwischenmenschliches. Also du warst mir sofort sympathisch.
Inwiefern bist du jetzt deiner Suche nach Liebe ein Stückchen näher gerückt?
Ich habe mich gerade auf dem Alexanderplatz mit einer wildfremden Frau unterhalten. Hätte ich so letzte Woche in meinem Leben nicht dran gedacht, dass ich das noch mal tun werde. Ich danke dir.
Tschüss.
Stefan did it, and that is just the beginning. He has to continue being brave because most of the time, love doesn't just happen on its own.
Oder? Wie cool war das denn bitte jetzt? Heilige, oder?
Lydia says she's looking for a man, but I get the feeling that she's not really suffering. So let's bring on the shock therapy. For many single people I know, and for me too, weddings are a nightmare, a romance overload.
Sometimes you feel like, oh, maybe when it's your turn or something. And when you are chatting with girlfriend, you will say that you will imagine what kind of dress you will want to wear on your wedding dress. Yeah, sometimes you feel a little, okay, you wish the moment come earlier or something.
他说他觉得好像很奇怪。
It's like, oh,
you look nice.
Yeah.
Strange. For you? Yeah, me as well. Maybe because, I don't know, strange. I have to say, unrealistic. They will keep asking that when you get married, you are next time, you are next one. That sometimes this kind of comment something.
And how does it make you feel when they say that?
In the beginning you feel pressure, but in the end it's like okay, yeah, soon. I will get one very quick. So it kind of you get used to this kind of comment already. So.
In Taiwan, there are gods for even the smallest of everyday problems, even one for love. His name is Yue Sha, and he has a temple in Taipei. He likes sweets as a sacrifice. Like many others, Lydia's praying for Mr. Right to cross her way. But what if even God can't help?
I think looking for a partner is very important, but I try the best. But if I didn't, then you will try to live by yourself and try to do the things that makes you happy.
Maybe Lydia's right, and you have to take it that easy. Love is great, sure, but in the end, maybe the ones who will find it the easiest are the ones who are not searching for love.